What's up, y'all? How you doing? I got a lot of videos to upload to this channel that I just have sitting on my laptop, but I wanted to come on here today for the simple fact of I don't know, something just feels off right now. It kind of started last week around, today's Tuesday, February 3rd, 1 a.m. But it started around last week, I'd say around Thursday night or Wednesday night, I guess. Wednesday night, I stayed up to like 8 a.m., 7 a.m. doing something. Like I was like editing videos, but then I was trying to do work. And a lot of times what happens is when it comes to doing work, I'm not efficient. And so I'll be like, oh, I can't go to sleep until I get this done, which ends up hurting me more in the long run because I just procrastinate before I get it done anyway. And I end up staying the whole night. And so that day on Thursday morning, I woke up and I had 2 hours of sleep, and then I went to class. Then I stayed up again, or I took like a 1 hour nap in between, but I stayed up till 8 a.m., tried to do my work, and I just couldn't. And I just had to tell my boss, my job, I was like, I can't do this. I can't meet for our meeting today. Anyways, though, I've just been staying up. The next night, stayed up to 4 a.m. streaming. I'm trying to get a hold of this. We're already doing a bad job, 1:30 a.m. At least this will be an earlier night. I was gonna stream tonight, but I was thinking about it. I was like, Amari, you have class tomorrow. Do not do it. But anyways, I know that's not what you're here for. What I really want to make this video about is like something feels off in my energy right now. And I'm not worried. Like, it's fine. Like, this is normal. I normally go through these cycles. But I just kind of want to talk about what could be causing this shift in my energy. I've been pushing myself really hard these past few days with the gym and locking in on my diet. I know that's definitely affecting energy. I'm on a cut right now and I really want to get really lean. I know that can cause some things, body image issues, and also just like when you're cutting, you're obviously less energetic because you're eating less food. So that could be a part of it. I also just have been having this weird feeling in terms of like thinking about life and where I'm going, or what I'm chasing. You know, I've been doing this video stuff a lot recently. I mean, I'm still kind of in the same spot I've been at, but I feel like I've been looking at so many other creators and streamers and content, and it's becoming more overwhelming. I feel like obviously I'm producing a lot of my own stuff, but I've become more of a consumer than I ever have been, I feel like, in my life. I scroll on Reels so much all day. If I'm not on Reels, I'm on another app checking my stats. Even if I'm not doing that, I'm just on my phone. Like, I might be on a dating app. Like, I'm so attached to technology right now. I got my AirPods in just because I know I'm about to listen to music after this, but I'm not even listening to anything right now. It's weird. Like, I feel like as I'm getting older, I'm getting more dependent. You know, people often talk about when you're younger, you're like more susceptible. But when I was younger, I had way more discipline when it comes to like technology and stuff. And I feel like it's just weighing on my soul a bit. Just watching so much, but like sometimes I feel like I need to consume stuff because this is like the job I want to have. I want to look at other people. I want to study. A lot of creators I follow, I just look at to like study their clips, study their content, but it's taking a toll. I'm not gonna lie. There's also just so much solitude within this chasing this, and also it's the fact that it's not really a business yet. There's a lot of delusion for me to try this hard with something that I'm not making money from, but it's something I've wanted forever. You know, I should be applying to real jobs. Like, I'm a senior. I got to get on applying for real jobs. I'm going to be in the job market in like 5 months. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I already have some stuff lined up. It's not like I'm 100% like, oh, I'm a full-on YouTuber. 'Cause I know that's not realistic, but I don't know, bro. Some other stuff that's on my mind recently. Bro, I can't go into detail because I don't like talking about personal stuff, but there's this girl. Actually, I'll talk about it. There's this girl. And she is currently ignoring me, which I'm not really sure why. I think it's because she wants something more serious and I don't. But she hasn't explicitly said that. She's like kind of throwing hints. And she asked me recently about like what everything is with us. And I kind of said, I was like, oh, I don't want anything that serious. And she like agreed with me. She said, yeah, me too. And now she's been acting weird. She didn't text me this past weekend, which was fine. But she's not saying hi in class. Oh my God, bro, so much petty shit. And I'm not even trying to get that my energy because I don't really get it. It's not that big of a deal. It wasn't like I was gonna take that serious anyway. But it's like little things like that I'm just like, damn, bro. Like, bro, on Hinge in the past few weeks, I matched with like 15. No, I probably matched with like 10 people. None of them have led to dates. Several have ghosted. I'm just like, oh my God, bro. And like I said, none of this stuff is that big of a deal, but I think it's just like my energy's just been very drained from a lot of stuff in the past few weeks. I'm not gonna cap. I'm also I came back to school from winter break where I was so isolated, and so just being around people and stuff is weird. School itself is fine though. Like, classes are easy. That's why I can afford to stay up this late and still go to class. I'll be fine tomorrow. There's just a lot going through my head, even socially too. Like, I think I'm questioning, like, my friendships and stuff have been good, but there's times where I kind of want to isolate from my friends. And I think sometimes I've been battling that about in my head. I'm like, is that justified, or am I being a bad friend? Because sometimes I feel like it's justified. Sometimes I don't want to be around them. I want to be myself. Sometimes they're annoying on purpose to me. But sometimes I'm just like, am I being two-faced? There's a lot going through my head, bro. But I just want to document it. That's why I come on here. I feel like there needs to be a space. Also, you know what also drains my energy? I don't want to make a whole nother video on this, but I've been reading comments so much. Not my own videos, but like, I do read my own comments, obviously, but like to other people's videos. And like, I feel like I used to be so tapped out of that. Like, I can watch a TikTok in 2021, 2020, and I don't care about what other people's feedback is. But I feel like nowadays comments and comment sections are what make things entertaining. Or like, I watch a video and I want to see the comments. Or like, I'll watch a video that's controversial that I don't support, but it's like, oh, I got to see the comments. Like, for example, say if it's a video and it's someone talking about like their weight loss journey, and say they were like fat before and they're still kind of heavy now, but they lost a little weight. I know in my head, I'm like, oh, people are going to clown them in the comments. And like, even though I don't support that, like, there's something about me that's like, will want to see the comments. And it's like, I've been thinking about that a lot lately, because it's like, even though I'm not being negative, it's like, why am I interested in seeing negativity? Why do I go on Twitter knowing I'm going to get annoyed 10 seconds being on Twitter? And I bait myself into doing this a lot, where I put myself in situations where I'm going to get mad. And I got to stop doing that, bro. I got to stop. This is what I'm talking about. I'm consuming too much, and I can feel it on my soul. I got to start reading books. Where'd that book go? Bro, I got to start reading more books, bro. No KC3, but like, I feel like books, when I was reading books like in 2024, that's helped my mental health a lot, I think. I remember going to sleep, I would put on a book. I'm like, bro, that 2023, 2024, going into that year, I was going through a lot mentally, because I had gone through a breakup earlier in 2023, and that shit sent me on a frenzy of like, I gotta reanalyze my life. You know, classic men shit. I gotta work out, I gotta get handsome, I gotta get money. I started drinking and smoking a bit more, but even though all that stuff was going on during that time, that was the most locked in I was on self-improvement. In a toxic way though, like I was very harsh on myself, calling myself a bitch and shit, but like I was locked in, and there's some aspects of my lifestyle then I want to incorporate into my lifestyle now in 2026. My hair is fucked up. See, why am I being critical of myself? Love yourself, Amari. Love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself, bro. What is that sign? Fighting for the right to truly exist? Or the right to exist freely. That's what it says. I like the vibe of this room. I like coming here and just recording these videos at night. About to eat some yogurt. I'm cutting it close to my cut. Actually, no. How many pounds is this? I had about like 1,900 calories today. Ideally, I'd want to go lower. But yeah, I'm going to end this video here because I'm talking about random shit. You probably aren't interested in this. But appreciate y'all for watching. Stay loving yourself. Tune into the channel. Tune into my vlogs. Tune into my streams. I appreciate y'all. I got to find a job, bro. Oh my God.